Hello, and thank you for your interest in Babe Ruth League. This presentation provides information about various aspects of our program. However, more information is always available by contacting your local state commissioner, regional commissioner, and/or Babe Ruth League headquarters. Babe Ruth League is divided into 8 geographical regions: the Middle Atlantic, Southeast, Southwest, Pacific Southwest, Midwest Plains, Pacific Northwest, Ohio Valley, and New England. Each of these regions has a regional commissioner who also sits on the Babe Ruth League International Board of Directors. Each region is broken down into states. In some areas, U.S. states are broken down further to better administer the program. The states within the Middle Atlantic region are Delaware, Maryland, Northern New Jersey, Southern New Jersey, Eastern New York, Western New York, Pennsylvania, which is further broken down into Northwest and Southeast in the Cal Ripken divisions only, Washington, D.C., and Ontario, Canada.
Develop a strong, clean, healthy body, mind, and soul. Develop a strong urge for sportsmanlike conduct. Develop understanding of and respect for the rules. Develop courage in defeat, tolerance and modesty in victory. Develop control over emotions and speech. Develop into real, true citizens.
At the Babe Ruth League, we are not only developing the next generation of ball players, we are developing the next generation.
The minimum amount of teams required for a Babe Ruth League charter is 4. However, for leagues that have a genuine interest in growing, exceptions can be made through your state commissioner. In certain instances, leagues with more than 10 teams must be split into separate divisions. Teams from separate divisions are certainly welcome to play each other in any fashion determined appropriate by the league president. Also, all leagues are encouraged to play interlocking schedules with other Babe Ruth and/or Cal Ripken leagues in their area. Please contact your state commissioner for more information on chartering. In conjunction with league presidents and a district commissioner, the state commissioner shall establish geographical boundaries for all leagues. Waivers allowing players to play outside of their established geographical boundaries are not permitted. There are some very limited exceptions to this rule. They include players who have moved outside of their geographical boundary and those who go to school in another geographical boundary. Consult the Babe Ruth League rulebooks or contact your state commissioner for more information. Unlike many other organizations, Babe Ruth League has not changed the age determination date for players in any of our divisions. In baseball, the age determination date is May 1st. Please refer to this chart for more information about baseball age determination dates. For Babe Ruth League softball, we continue to use the calendar year as our age determination date. Please review this chart for all softball ages. The Cal Ripken division of Babe Ruth League is for baseball players aged 4 through 12. Although the basic format includes T-ball, rookie, minor, and major league divisions, leagues have the authority to manage their players in the best interest of their organizations. There are various suggested rules that organizations can follow to make the player experience the best it can be. There is in-season and postseason tournament competition available for all leagues to participate in. In the Cal Ripken division, tournament trails are available for 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 11-year-old Major 70, 12-year-old Major 60, and 12-year-old Major 70. So long as they are age eligible, younger players can always play up at the discretion of their league president. All of these age groups' tournament trails advance through to the Middle Atlantic Region Tournament held in July. The champions of the Middle Atlantic Region Tournament advance to the Cal Ripken World Series in the 10-year-old, 12-year-old Major 60, and 12-year-old Major 70 divisions. In addition, the winner of this year's 9-year-old and 11-year-old Major 70 regional tournaments will be invited to participate in the 2019 10-year-old and 12-year-old Major 70 World Series. It should be noted all organizations with an interest and ability are eligible to host district, state, and regional tournaments. Hosting a tournament at any age level guarantees your team an automatic bye into that tournament. In addition, the host team may participate in the next lower tournament level, and win or lose will still be the host of the tournament their organization is hosting. Organizations within the Babe Ruth League program also have the opportunity to host a World Series. The 13 to 15-year-old division of Babe Ruth League is where the organization started back in 1951. There are now two areas within the Babe Ruth League division, one for 13 to 15-year-old players and one for 16 to 18-year-old players. The organization offers the flexibility for leagues to create a separate division for 13-year-olds and or 16-year-old players if they wish. In addition, there are provisions for 12-year-old players to play up with the 13 to 15-year-olds, and for 15-year-old players to play with 16 to 18s. These swing player options are at the discretion of the local league president. There is in-season and postseason tournament competition available for all leagues to participate in. In the Babe Ruth division, tournament trails are available for 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 13 to 15-year-olds, and 16 to 18-year-olds. So long as they are otherwise eligible, younger players can always play up at the discretion of the league president. All of these age group tournament trails advance through to the Middle Atlantic Region Tournament held in late July and early August. The champions of these Middle Atlantic Region tournaments advance to the Babe Ruth League World Series. It should be noted all organizations with an interest and ability are eligible to host district, state, and regional tournaments. Hosting a tournament at any level guarantees your team an automatic bye into that tournament. In addition, the host team may participate at the next lowest tournament level, and win or lose will still be the host of the tournament their organization is hosting. Organizations within the Babe Ruth League program also have the opportunity to host a World Series. Although the softball division of Babe Ruth League offers divisions in 6U, 8U, 10U, 12U, 14U, 16U, and 18U, leagues have the option of grouping players in the best interest of their organizations. All Babe Ruth League softball organizations in the region are eligible to participate in district, state, and Middle Atlantic Region tournaments. Everyone is also eligible to participate in the Babe Ruth World Series. The 6 softball World Series are 8U, 10U, 12U, 14U, 16U, and 18U. All of the 2018 Softball World Series will be played in Florida. It should be noted all organizations with an interest and ability are eligible to host district, state, and regional tournaments. Organizations within the Babe Ruth League program also have the opportunity to host a Babe Ruth Softball World Series. The Babe Ruth League Bambino Buddy Ball program was developed for players with special needs. It allows for the use of buddies to assist with various aspects of the game. This program is for special needs players of basically any age. There are no rules, but suggested guidelines are available. This program has proven to be extremely beneficial not only to the buddy ball players, but for the buddies as well. Many organizations use Cal Ripken and Babe Ruth League players to act as buddies for their buddy ball events.
I love that Babe Ruth is a family. When I first started, North Dakota is a big state geographically, and when I first started, I went to my first state meeting, and I was there with about 15, 18 people from North Dakota, and instantly I was welcomed in, and I was just part of this family, and to this day, every single guy in that community I have on my cell phone. We talk about our kids and our grandkids and what's going on in our life, and we have just become a family.
Like I say, I've been involved in this program since I was a player. I believe in this program. I believe in what it does. And I honestly and truly do believe it's the best youth baseball and softball program out there.
I just think it's a great program from playing in it and then being involved again for the number of years I have. Great to have a headquarters where you get support from, for one thing.
It's just for anybody that's thinking about getting involved with Babe Ruth baseball. If you love baseball, this is the organization to get involved with. It's so much fun. It's a small family, and that's important to me because I'm in Parks and Rec, and that's what we do. All the kids in my town are my kids. Babe Ruth's the same way. We're family. We hang out together. Our goal is to make baseball and the experience for the kids and the families as best as we can.
Well, I think we're number one. We just have so much to offer the kids that other programs don't have.
I think it's the best program. I was involved with Little League when my kids were younger. There's a world of difference. Babe Ruth is so much more kid-oriented.
One of the nice things about working through Babe Ruth is the relationships I've built. Now, 10 years in this role, there's a lot of league presidents that really develop good relationships with, and that's just from good communication through the years.
I want to thank Steve and Robert and all the people and Rob and all the people at National, Joe Smagaki, for all the stuff they do for us. Without them, our jobs wouldn't be needed, so we appreciate it a lot.
The program as a whole, again, I just feel that we have the best baseball softball program in the country. It's first class, second to none. The opportunity that we provide for young people to play both baseball and softball, the exposure we get on a national level and even at an international level is unbelievable. The other thing is, once you meet people from no matter where it is in the country, it becomes a Babe Ruth family. I mean, I think that's very important. We have an opportunity to make those connections and create lifelong memories and friendships. But Rosemary Shelkoff, who was a longtime Babe Ruth employee, told me a long time ago that she said, once you get involved in Babe Ruth, you become part of the family, and that's truly what it is. I really believe that. So.
Various league options are available to local leagues. As stated earlier, local leagues are encouraged to act in the best interest of their particular organization, so long as their actions do not directly violate Babe Ruth League rules. Babe Ruth League does not prohibit local leagues from playing against organizations that do not belong to Babe Ruth League. However, leagues are reminded to check insurance requirements for this type of play. Babe Ruth League insurance will cover all chartered organizations, regardless of the affiliation of their opponents. Local leagues do have the option of prohibiting play against other affiliations should they so desire. Local leagues may start a 13-year-old prep league or a 16-year-old prep league if they wish. These prep leagues would be chartered as separate divisions. It is your league's option to enforce a mandatory 10-run rule after games become regulation. Local league playoffs are a good way to build interest and/or retention in your league. It is the local league's option on whether to use this format. It is also the local league's option on how to structure your playoffs. Babe Ruth League allows for the re-entry of an already used player in the event that all eligible players have been utilized. This rule comes into effect in cases of injury or ejection. A Cal Ripken League president may elect to permit a 12-year-old player to play in a Cal Ripken and/or 13 to 15-year-old league. For the tournament season, the Cal Ripken League president will decide on which tournament team the 12-year-old player participates. This player must meet all tournament eligibility requirements in order to participate in Cal Ripken or Babe Ruth League tournament games. A Babe Ruth League president may elect to permit a 15-year-old player to play in a 13 to 15 and/or 16 to 18-year-old league. For the tournament season, the Babe Ruth League president will decide on which tournament team the 15-year-old player participates. This player must meet all tournament eligibility requirements in order to participate in Babe Ruth League tournament games. Leagues may opt to utilize the extra player rule during their league play. The EP is a 10th batter in a lineup. The EP is treated as any other starter and can be substituted for as such. The re-entry for an already used player can be used in cases where the extra player is injured or ejected. Your league may implement a must-play rule for your local league competition. The details of this permitted regulation are left up to the league president. Leagues may allow for the use of a continuous batting order, which allows every player to bat in every inning of every local league game. At your league's discretion, you may set time limits on your games. You may choose to use the official Babe Ruth League pitch count rules for your local league games. Keep in mind, pitch count rules will be used in all official Cal Ripken and Babe Ruth League baseball tournament games. Visit BabeRuthLeague.org for the official Cal Ripken and Babe Ruth League pitch count rules. Although there are no pitching limitations for Babe Ruth softball in ages 14 and up, any Babe Ruth softball league may adopt pitching restrictions in accordance with the league's needs, depending upon its size, structure, schedule, and level of experience. If a league does adopt pitching limitations and interlocks with other Babe Ruth softball leagues, pitching limitations should be coordinated with those leagues involved. To be eligible to compete in any division's tournament play, a player, manager, or coach must be listed on both the league and tournament rosters. To be eligible for tournament competition, a player must have played in at least one half of his or her team's scheduled league games prior to the start of tournament play. Each team must play a minimum of 10 games within its league or in an interlocking schedule with other Cal Ripken or Babe Ruth League teams prior to the start of tournament play. Please remember, any game played against any other Cal Ripken or Babe Ruth League team is considered when determining tournament play eligibility. Babe Ruth League, through our partner K&K Insurance, offers a full range of insurance for your program at extremely competitive pricing. Babe Ruth League's accident insurance plan covers rostered players, managers, coaches, scorekeepers, bat and ball boys and girls, umpires, league officials, volunteers, and even members of your league's booster club. Your league is covered for all league play, including games against teams not even affiliated with the Babe Ruth League program. Another unique feature of Babe Ruth's insurance plan is coverage for team and group travel to and from league-sanctioned events. Each participant is covered for up to $250,000. Most other insurances only provide $100,000 of coverage. The $100 deductible is per person and not per claim. Take time to compare our K&K insurance plan to others, but keep in mind, Babe Ruth Insurance provides $250,000 of medical accident insurance, covers all volunteers in your program, and is an annual coverage, not seasonal. Babe Ruth League Insurance covers your teams regardless of your opponent's affiliation, and even covers travel to and from league-sanctioned events. Babe Ruth League liability insurance is available in $1 million and $2 million limit options. All policies include sexual abuse and molestation coverage and non-owned hired auto liability. Many policies do not. Please take time to read what the program provides. All volunteers in your program are covered for liability. It is simple and free to add additional insureds to your policy at any time. Directors and officers insurance is available for your board. New for this year, cyber insurance is included in a directors and officers policy. Coverage of up to $100,000 is available for loss of personal information and/or data because of a cyber attack on your organization. In addition, there is coverage for network security and reimbursement for legal fees related to electronic breaches. Coverage for direct loss or damage to equipment due to fire, theft, vandalism, etc. is also available. Your league can even protect itself from theft of funds or securities by your league officers. This chart shows charter fees, insurance costs, and various other fees for the 2018 season. Please feel free to reach out to your state commissioner, regional commissioner, and/or Babe Ruth League headquarters for more information about chartering. The Babe Ruth League National Umpires Association promotes professionalism, integrity, and love for the games of baseball and softball. NUA members receive training, rule books, access to umpire-only content, exclusive member-only products and pricing, speedy rule interpretations, and eligibility to officiate throughout the Babe Ruth Tournament Trail, up to and including the World Series. The Babe Ruth NUA services Cal Ripken Baseball, Babe Ruth Baseball, and Babe Ruth Softball. Through Babe Ruth League's many national partners, organizations receive discounts on various products and services. Access to Babe Ruth League only deals are available for just about everything from baseball and softball equipment to apparel to insurance, even laundry detergent. Access to multiple fundraising opportunities are also available through Babe Ruth League programs. Babe Ruth League's in-house printing operation provides organizations with various apparel items and custom banners of all sizes. League and tournament banners, sponsor banners, even full-length outfield fence banners are all custom-made in-house at exceptional pricing. Babe Ruth League can also create custom life-size and locker-size player banners. Additional information is always available by visiting the Babe Ruth League website at www.baberuthleague.org. You can also visit the Middle Atlantic region site at www.marbaberuth.org. Names and email addresses for all Middle Atlantic Region state commissioners are included on this slide. This information is also available at the Middle Atlantic Region website at www.marbaberuth.org. Feel free to reach out to Middle Atlantic Regional Commissioner Al Solonic or Assistant Regional Commissioner for Softball Ralph Errico. Thank you for your interest, time, and attention. We are happy to have been able to provide you with information about Babe Ruth League and the programs we offer. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact your area's state commissioner, the Middle Atlantic region, and/or Babe Ruth League headquarters.